Alright, I thought I'd make another video to show you guys a little bit more about what's going on in the world of Mr. Moffitt. As I may have mentioned in a past video, I took up an unusual hobby. I started making paracord bracelets. That's right. I've always thought these things were kind of cool. A few years ago, my wife made me one right here as a gift. It's got my college colors on there. And then a couple years later, a girl at school was selling some for a fundraiser, and she made this one. And then during the Coronacalypse, something in my head said, hey, I should try that out. So here they are, and here are a bunch that I've made. I bought some paracord, went on YouTube, found some directions, and started making some. And these are the ones that came out really good. I like this one right here because it doesn't have a buckle. It just kind of has this pull string enclosure, much like this one. So it kind of can fit any old thing. Over here I have a bunch of like when I have extra pieces left over, I just kind of tie them up and make them into something that looks kind of like a keychain. And these back here, they didn't come out so good. They're kind of yucky, and I used some like cheap Home Depot paracord for those, but they were good to practice. Here's a couple other ones from the Home Depot paracord right here. These came out okay, I guess. Not too bad. Alright, what else do we have here? There's my my pride and joy, my Boba Fett Slave One Lego. I spent a couple days over Christmas break, a couple mornings building that. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, and by the way, this table here, I built this table with my own two hands. That's right, out of 2x4s and plywood and something else too. And my kids helped me paint it, but I built the darn thing. I'm pretty proud of that. Alright, here's the corner of the house where the guitar magic happens. Not really all that magic. There's my Hagstrom Swede. Really love that guitar. Nice black and white theme going on there. I nicknamed that one the Stormtrooper. And I got this nice Squire bass right there. It was pretty cheap, but it sounds pretty good. There's a picture of my son in the middle there with food in his mouth. This one's my baby. That's my blue Fender Stratocaster. Love that one. It's my favorite one of them all. I got a nice, fairly inexpensive Ibanez down there. Gets the job done. And my Ampeg amplifier. And down there I got some effect pedals and whatnot. And a whole bunch of books and magazines and whatnot. Nice tuner, good stuff. Extra strings for when the other ones get rusty. Some effect pedals. That's called a looper right there. I can play a guitar part and then click the button again, and it'll play that same guitar part over and over and over again. It's really good for practicing. So there you go. There's the little slice of my bass amplifier. See, the bass plays a different set of notes, needs a separate amplifier. Oh, Lego TIE Fighter too. Help adorn the area with the Lego-ness. Now there's a big empty gap right there, you see. I'm going to hang up another one of my guitars, the one I've been keeping in school for a while. And I'm going to build, now that I'm getting good at building stuff out of wood, I'm going to build a hanger for it. See, I bought this one. That one was purchased. Psh, I don't purchase stuff anymore. I build it. So there. Okay, here we are back in the shop. Now, I think the last video that I showed you, I was in the middle of working on this. Here, let me slide this out here a little bit here. Alright, yeah, this is like a rolling work table. Yeah, I painted it black and put a blue erasing stripe down the middle. And some blue trim on the sides there. So that's done. Alright, and I could put my miter saw up on there. That's a hat. Don't worry about that. My drill press. There's my drill press. Or even that belt sander that I keep down there, I can put up on there. I can roll it around anywhere I want in the shop. And yeah, do what I got to do with it. And this thing down here is called a Moxon Vise. I built that as well. It's got these two wheels on the sides here. And then this piece of wood. Oh, hang on. This piece of wood. Alright, come on. Malfunctioning. I don't really want to feel like setting this up right now. But yes, it's like a giant clamp. So what I can do is I can attach this up to the work table, clamp it down on these little tabs here, and then any piece of wood that I'm trying to work on, I can jam in there and clamp it down nice and tight with these wheels so that it can stay still. Oh, and by the way, there's my pride and joy of the paracord world. Yeah, that's my favorite one so far. It's beast. It took a little while and it's kind of thick, but I really like it. Found an old antler, so I'm going to hang it up and put some spray sealant on it, and then maybe hang it somewhere in the garage with a nice piece of paracord. Over here I'm working on a couple of brackets that I'm going to hang on the wall so I can hang up my ladder. Yeah, I made them pretty sturdy out of 2x4s because I want to hang the ladder, and the ladder's kind of heavy, and I want to drill these things into brick. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I really wanted to get off the floor and not be a nuisance. Got a new toy the other day, Impact Driver by Rigid. It was on sale at Home Depot for like $80, normally 100 something. So that was a pretty good deal. That was a pretty good grab. What else is going on here in the shop? Anything noteworthy? No, it's just a snowblower, a little ladder. There's the ladder that I want to hang up. That's right, I want to hang it pretty much right where it's standing so that it's not on this wobbly part of the floor. That would be cool. There's an old tool chest. Well, it's not terribly old, but I cleaned it out, put everything else somewhere else, and don't have to worry about it anymore. And I don't know, maybe I'll use this for something else. But for now, it's going to dry out and go in the basement. I reorganized my tools. We had some bicycles hanging here, but we turned out not to be bicycle people. So I took the bicycles there in the basement, and I kind of reorganized all my tools and whatnot for like shovels and so on and so forth. Let's see, what else is in here of note? Probably not a whole lot else. Yeah, some leftover wood pieces, a 2x4, some plywood, all good stuff here. Alright, now let's keep going out here and see what's happening. Aha! Yes! My older son Jason, who's 13, he helped me build this Adirondack chair. That's right, I got some directions on the internet. And this chair is built completely out of 2x4s, right? The same kind of wood, pine 2x4s that they would use in the framing of a house. We put a nice dark stain on it, and then when the weather gets a little bit better, because it's kind of cold and dreary, we're going to paint a nice sealant stain on it, or a clear, transparent sealer. Keep it waterproof and invincible for years to come. We're kind of proud of that. Now, in the last video, I did mention that we have chickens, and sadly, one of our chickens died rather suddenly the other day. Oh, truck going by, stop it! That's right, one of our chickens started acting weird one day. We separated it, put it in another coop, and the next morning it was gone. So I buried it right here, and my daughter took it kind of seriously and made painted these nice little gravestones for our chickens. So that's kind of nice of her. She took some time to memorialize this innocent animal, and that's all I have to say about that. Okay, so this wooden table thing here that you see is another. Yes, I built that as well. I don't remember if I featured this in my last video. The purpose of this table is to cover up a pipe. That's right, there's a pipe sticking out of the ground, which I think has access to our water pump or something. And for years, ever since we moved in, that pipe, for aesthetic reasons, was covered by this plastic rock. Yeah, this big, kind of silly plastic rock. And one day my wife said, maybe you could build like a nice table to go out there to cover that up. And I was like, psh, yeah, I could do that. And I did. And we put a nice stain on it, much like the Adirondack chair, and there it is. And once I finish putting, waterproofing stuff on this, my wife will get some plants, we'll put it out there, and this will be decorated. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one too. Everything came out real nice. Learned a lot from these websites. Got some tips and hints and advice from Mr. Drew and Mr. Meyer, so they've been really cool. Alright, let's go see the chickens, see how they're doing. Check them out in the backyard here. There they are. Hello, chickens. Oh, here they come running. They love me. Hi. How's it going, everybody? I don't think I have anything. No, I don't have anything for you today. I'm so sorry. Who's the one of you? Oh, are you the one that likes to lecture me all the time? Would you like to say hi to my students? Yes. Yes. Now you might be wondering, do these chickens have names? Well, I don't really name them, and a lot of them look very similar, and I'm not going to lie, they're kind of hard to tell apart. Okay. I like this chubby one here. He's pretty cool. Sorry. They're all females. Okay. And these black and white ones here, these are the Wyandottes. These are my favorite. We have two of those. There's one there, and there's another one. And this one also got sick, had some chicken diarrhea, which I didn't know was a thing. We were kind of worried about her, but she ended up okay. She lost a little weight, but she's back to normal. and it was the other one that passed away. Yeah, I like these birds. They're pretty peaceful. They're friendly. Every time I come walking in the yard, they come running to see me. I guess because they think I'm going to feed them something, but sometimes I am. There's my hay box. Not sure if this was in the last video, but I built this and the kids helped me paint it. And look, it's called a hay box because it has hay in it. And we use the hay for the chickens. Well, I don't think there's anything else to report here. So that's it. That's it for this video. Everyone say bye-bye, chickens. Chickens, can you say bye-bye to the students? All right. Hey, everybody, hand. That means have a nice day.